this one, I'm going to show you how to create keyframes and animate titles in and out, customize your animation. So we're going to make a quick title, new title, grill. Alright, so I don't want a background, I just want words to show up on the centered. What kind of, yeah, let's go with, yeah, that one. Gill Sands, that work. Grill time. Increase the font size. Change the color. Red always stands out. Throw a outer stroke behind it. Black's fine. Make it a little bigger. There we go. Grill time. X out of it. Call it grill. Drop it on top of the video of the grill. Alright. So now I want to customize it when it comes in and where it comes from. So I've clicked on my title grill. I'm going to go to Effect Controls, Motion. Alright, so I'm going to create a keyframe with, actually let's do opacity first. So if I want to customize how it fades in and out, click up arrow to go to the start of it. Just like with the audio, we're going to add a keyframe. And by doing that, I can click on this button right here, add a keyframe. So at this point, I want it to be at 0% opacity. Help if I hit the 0, not the O. There we go. Hit enter. So now it's at 0, and then let's say at this point I want it to be at 100%. So I'm going to add another keyframe and say I want it to be at 100. Alright, so I'm going to play it. And so it customized the ability for it to fade in. Right about here is where I want it to start fading out. Add a keyframe, so I still want it to be 100% right here. And I'm going to go to the end, move one frame to the left, add a keyframe, and say I just want it to go to 0. So now it's going to fade in and out. Okay, cool. So not only do I want to fade in and out, which I did. Alright, now I want to zoom in and then zoom out. And by that we're going to do a scale. So I click on a little stopwatch, and that means we're going to animate. We're going to add keyframes. Stopwatch. And it already automatically put a keyframe. I want to start my scale at, let's go at 30%, the normal size. And so now we're moving it. And you can see grill time is really small down in here. Alright. And I don't want it to get large until halfway through. So I'm going to add another keyframe. At this point, I want it to be, let's go 120%. There we go. So now if I play it back, go Shift 3, hit the up arrow to go to the beginning. Boom. Alright, not only did it fade in, but it also increases. If we watch over here, the scale is getting bigger as I move the playhead, one frame at a time. Okay? So that's one way. You can customize it. You can also customize the position. So let's see here. When it leaves, I want it to fade out and go to the right. So let's see here. I'm going to go to this keyframe. Alright, at this point it's starting to fade. I'm going to click on toggle animation for my position, because I want to create keyframes here. A keyframe, and right now it's telling us it's at 720 is the x coordinate and 540 is the y coordinate. So that's fine, I want it to be right there. But by the end, I go to the next keyframe with opacity because I want to line up. I'm going to turn this off so I can see it. There we go. I'm going to drag him to the right. I want him to be off of the screen. There we go. Alright. So now let's play it. Shift. I'm going to turn on the opacity. Shift 3. Up arrow. Boom, zooms in. And then exits as it fades out. We'll let exit fast. Okay, so you can customize your animations by adding keyframes. Let's see, let me show you another one. Shift 3, zoom out. Let's see here. If I wanted this to be slowly zoom in on the fire. Right. So we're at the beginning of it, right there. Let's go motion. Or a slow, let's see here. We don't want to zoom in. We want to come down. So I'm gonna hit position. I want to start out off screen, down below. Alright. Then I'll move my CTI to about the middle. Create another keyframe, and at this point I want to be, oops, going in one direction. Right there. So now I hit Shift 3, go back, please enjoy your party. And it's come on the screen. We don't really have a whole lot of use for this because how often do you see video images just kind of rolling up on your screen? But as the fire goes out, I would like for the opacity to go out. So for the video to fade out. So right here, starting to go out, I'm going to hit keyframe, so it's still at 100%. I want to be at 0 right there. Add another keyframe. Or actually, I'll make that 25%. See what that fade looks like. Really subtle. We couldn't even really tell that it faded out, but it did. Alright, so some advanced keyframes. You can also rotate it, you can scale it, move it, do whatever. So those are just some things that you can add to customize your titles. It's really what I would suggest it for. You have to customize your titles, and you can even customize some of your video clips, but you don't want to get too fancy because then you're really going to jack it up. So keep it simple. You could use it with your titles. I wouldn't do too much with your video clips.